Hello, my friends. This is video number one of not only my new channel, but my new build. Some of you may remember me from, or know me from, not remember, it's not gone, it's still a very active channel, but some of you may know me from Daily Cycle Works, but I felt like I shouldn't flood a motorcycle specific channel with a bunch of van content, and I plan to make a lot of van content. So here we are with Daily Van Works. We're gonna have a channel dedicated to exclusively van builds, van trips, and all things van. For episode one, I just wanted to kind of take you through what I bought, what I purchased here, what I plan to do, just kind of like a rough breakdown, kind of intro to this build. So here it is. For starters, what I bought was a 2001 Dodge Caravan. This is the standard Caravan, not the Grand Caravan, mostly because of price. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to go about building out the van, and the van that I really want, which is the secret for now, the van that I really want is kind of high dollar. So I kind of wanted to work out the kinks on a less popular build, figure it out, kind of make it happen with the whole stealth camping thing. So this is my purchase. I bought the Dodge Caravan, a 2001 Dodge Caravan with 126,000 miles on it for $1,400. It is rough. They were asking $2,000. I offered 12. We met not really in the middle, closer to my end, at 1,400 bucks. I instantly dropped it off at a buddy shop just to get some kind of like basic maintenance done. I usually work outside here. Here's the cars. I usually work outside here on everything four-wheeled, and it's cold here in Georgia right now. So I dropped it off at a buddy shop to have him kind of sift through and find out everything that was possibly wrong with it. The front end needed some new sway bar linkages. That was all shot. It was leaking oil from the oil pan gasket and the valve cover gasket. And it also had a fuel leak at the fuel pump. And the headlights were really, really gross. They needed to get refreshed. So they were like completely glazed over. And I don't know how they made it happen, but they did. And those things are clear and bright now. So this is the van. Let's go ahead and jump on inside and check out what it's looking like in there. Okay, we are in the van now, and like I said, it is rough. The previous owner wired in a bunch of weird little lights. They removed the whole headliner. They got all kinds of stickers in here. It's kind of crazy. The light bar on top that you might have seen from the front angle is activated by that for the rear and that for the front. It's just kind of like a rigged together, lots of lights, lots of home jobs done. A lot of the stuff needs to come out. I wanted to remove the headliner anyway, so I don't mind that. But everything else is kind of stock, minus like the weird light stuff. It does have a double din, or a single din, right? Little cup holder situation here, but my plan is to put a little refrigerator here. So I love that this model has the big gap there. Yeah, this is a 2001 Dodge Caravan. I don't know what I really expected when I was shopping online, but this wasn't quite it. Okay, I got an entire bottle of degreaser on this. I just went with standard simple green. It works well for me. Some people will say that it's not great on paint, but the idea for this van is to not really care about the condition of the paint. This is no show queen, you know, so I just threw it on there heavy. I didn't even dilute it. Hopefully it can break up all this muck and grime that's all over this so I don't have a hell of a time when I'm scrubbing it, trying to wash it down. Should be pretty easy though. It's in pretty bad shape, but I have high hopes that it's gonna clean up nicely. As far as cleaning products, I always use Chemical Guys. That's my Beetle there. Let's get you a little view of that. That's my Beetle there. This is my actual show car. And for it, I use this Chemical Guys Hydro Suds. It's for ceramic coating, but it shines things up really nicely. So I'm gonna use this. I've got their Blazing Banana spray wax, so I'll hit it up with that afterwards. This is just a standard honeydew foam wash that I use sometimes for things, mostly the bikes, but got some wheel cleaners here. Got the Griot's Garage foamer, and then one of the Chemical Guys little sponge glove things. This is for knocking out wheels. So all in all, should get this thing cleaned up nicely. I got the Velocita N looking so good here. Honestly, it's not looking good. We got to clean this thing up too. Everything is just parked outside, so it's getting filthy here with all the trees and whatnot, but let the degreaser sit. And then we're gonna get some foam on the car. Well, first I'll hit it with a big spray, just kind of decontaminate, kind of pressure wash it really quick. After that, we'll hit it with some foam and get to scrubbing. Let's get on into it. The previous owner had a bunch of stickers on it, but now that I got everything kind of cleaned up a little bit, I'm going to use some of this adhesive remover and try to get rid of the remaining sticker residue all over this rear glass. I have found that this stuff works a little better when the cars or whatever you're trying to clean are wet. So here we go. I'm just going to get this on there real thick and then hopefully be able to wipe it clean off later. We'll see. If I have to get in there and actually get scrubby dubby, we will, but let's get some of that around there. I think I'm gonna delete all the badges so it doesn't say Caravan and Dodge all over it. I think it'll be a pretty cool look, so we'll do that. Well, seats are out. And I gotta say, there's tons of little crazy handy little stuff in this van. Like these little things fold over to create more cup holders, like little stationary areas. One thing I filmed earlier was a little hidden cup holder. I'm gonna roll that footage in right here because I filmed it on my cell phone, not this camera, but look at that. It's that handy, funny little thing. Just all these little cool little compartments and cubbies and whatnot. There's some oil in that one, which I think will really help me with the build out. I think I wanna retain that stuff. That way I can just kind of utilize it for the built-in storage. I may build a wall of some sort here so I can get even more storage solo out that window. I'm not really sure yet, but gutting it is going well. I sprayed the whole thing with simple green, just kind of get it cleaned up. I think I told you that in the last little clip. Got the seats out. The seats come out from the factory with just pulling on the levers because these things are designed to be utilitarian, so the seats come out really easy. I pulled those out. Next up, I'm gonna get the Dyson out here, try to get a good vacuum going down on it, and then get inside with some simple green and just start cleaning this thing up. I'm not really sure what I want to do with the floor yet, but I may end up pulling these rails out just to see how flush I can get it. Maybe not, I don't know. The cool thing about these floor rails is there are screws in them into the body, so I can utilize those same holes and fix down a floor if I want to, and there's everywhere. So pulling those out, putting a floor down, and putting longer hardware in may be a really good way to utilize the factory holes, you know? But so far so good. As you saw in probably some of the pictures I put in, the previous owners completely littered this thing with stickers. And I kind of want to put a hardwood like ceiling in, so maybe I'll leave them there just to save myself some work, just cover them up. maybe I'll want to get them all out and clean it all up. We'll see. But like I said, next step is vacuuming for sure. Let me go ahead and get on into that. Okay, so vacuuming's going pretty well, but these little gross little grubby grooves here, they got all kinds of crap in there. So I'm gonna go get one of the Dyson attachments, see if I can't reach down in there. If I can't, I think what I'll have to do is, I already removed them here, but I think what I'll have to do is get these covers off. Yeah, that's actually gonna be the move. Get those covers off, take all the screws out, and then just get the vacuum all in there really nicely. That's actually pretty solid too, because that makes the floor flatter. So that'll be easier to get my floor down. And then I'm gonna do what I said for sure. When I put the floor in, I'm gonna use those screw holes, just get some longer hardware. So yeah, that's the next step. Go get my drill and take all of those screws out. Let's get to it. All right, so all of these shitty little covers are out. One of them was stripped, so I just broke that one off. I'll get in there with my Dremel and just cut that really quick, no big deal. But that should allow me to get my vacuum in there better now to get these all cleaned up. Yeah, that's way better. Yeah. Cool, I'm gonna do a bunch of that now. Way more vacuuming. All right, let's get into it. Did a bunch more vacuuming. I still got a lot more to do, but the Dyson died, so I got it inside on the charger. So now it's time for the Dremel to solve that problem I created right there. And then I guess I'll bust out the Simple Green maybe and start wiping things down while the vacuum finishes its business. Get all the plastic bits, just all the muck removed and all the grime, and try to get back to some level of a clean slate. We'll see what's up. But first, got to cut that. Okay, mission accomplished. I got the foam a little bit there, but that little bad boy is off. They're all free and clear. And I'm really glad I did that because this floor idea is gonna work. Obviously, so there's not like a kind of pinch point there. I'm gonna have to put some sort of spacers there to kind of build them up to level, which is fine. Just a bunch of washers will do that. Then I'll be able to basically drill a floor or like screw a floor straight into this. It's relatively flat. The edges are going to be a little spicy. I'm going to have to figure out how to navigate those corners. Seat belts are going to have to go just so that anchor point's out of the way. But it's not looking too bad. The seat belts are going to go anyway because they take up like space. But I'm into it. This should be pretty good. I wasn't certain I wanted to do a floor, but now seeing this, I'm pretty set on the idea just because it's going to be really easy to do. As I've probably said a million times, and as the title shows, I imagine, this is a standard Caravan, not a Grand Caravan. So we are kind of short on length, but I think it'll work. I think the grand plan is going to be countertop, sink, a little bit of clothes storage, then about a twin-sized bed. So, yeah, that's way, way, way down the line. We still got a lot of cleaning to do, but it's moving along nicely. I'm happy with this purchase. Okay, still waiting on the Dyson, but got my gloves. Got a mixture here that's 25% Simple Green, 75% water, and then just some paper towels. Gonna start cleaning things up. I'm gonna kind of give you a little tour of it now to kind of see what it is so we can kind of document before and after condition in here. A lot of this is just for my own sake, so I can kind of see the progress I make on this thing. Little cubby there. It's just really gross and grimy, but it was a family's van. They had kids. Of course, it's going to be gross, but we'll see. There's a mysterious stain over there. I don't want to know what that is. But yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of scrubbing and see what I can make happen. See if I can't polish this turd. I'll just kind of go through the whole thing. See if I can't make it spick and span. Look at that. It's fucking gross, dude. So gross. Check out this squirrel. Little squirrel homie right there. Ooh, 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 don't be scared, squirrel. He's like, nah, dude, I'm out of here. All right, I'll leave you alone today, squirrel. But later on, you're gonna be my friend, I promise. Okay, a little update. Kind of thinking about pulling the carpet out. It's really gross, really dirty. It would add a layer of insulation through the bottom, which is nice, but it would also be nice not to have to deal with it, like all the dog hair and whatnot. I don't really know. All signs point to just ripping it out because it'd be so easy, then make it so much easier to clean it up. I have to cut it because I don't want to go through pulling it all from the front. But I could do a hard cut right there and just pull all the carpet out of the back. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That would also mean I'd have to probably cut these guide rails out because then suddenly I won't be able to go above it anymore because the carpet's adding height. Yeah, oh man. The carpet is adding height, which makes this closer to level, easier to put the floor in. Maybe the carpet stays. I'll think on that one. You're seeing this after I've already made a decision, but if somehow you are seeing this before I have made a decision, please chime in below in the comment section. Let me know what you would do. Update, seats are out. I decided to pull the carpet out. Okay, Mustang, okay. I decided to pull the carpets out. After watching lots of videos, I think it's just gonna be nicer to not have the carpet in there. If I want carpet, I'll put in my own new, nice, clean carpet. Another update, I have a vacuum assistant now. It's coming along nicely. I was just telling the internet that you're my vacuum assistant. So we'll get all that stuff vacuumed up and then we'll clean up in these grooves. I'm gonna find a clever way to cover up those wires temporarily, but it's all right, it's moving along. The previous owner installed this obnoxious light, but it's actually helping me see how dirty this thing is. But all right, I'm gonna keep at it. Okay, the whole thing is detailed as well as I'm gonna get it for this first run around. I didn't focus too much on cleaning the wheels because I'm gonna replace the wheels and tires. Just one thing that I always do on cars is I always modify the wheels, tires, and suspension. So I know that's gonna happen even though this is a stealth build. We're gonna put some nicer wheels on there, so no need to clean them. They are coming off. Let's see here. I still have all my cleaning stuff inside because I do want to do a little bit more on the front end here, like not the front end, but the driver seat, I guess, the center console, all that. I want to clean this a little deeper. So I have my little trash bag. I've got some masks there because I have been driving it to go get supplies and whatnot. There's some air fresheners over here. Let's see. These guys, I'm hoping that a couple of these air refreshers will make this thing smell a little nicer. I also grabbed this Amazon steering wheel cover just because I thought it was so silly to put in a van. It's sunflowers and checkerboard. I grabbed that, so I threw that on just to kind of be funny. I like it. It's silly. But the whole back is completely gutted. It's cleaned up as nice as it's gonna get. And next episode is gonna be me trying to install the floor. If the floor goes really well, I have a pretty solid plan for the floor. So if that goes pretty well, after that, I will go ahead and start getting the bed in. Those are gonna be the first two things I wanna tackle so that the van is actually usable. It won't be done for a number of months, obviously, but if there's a bed in it and the floor is covering up all these holes and whatnot in the floor, then it's at least usable. We could feasibly sleep in a van if we wanted to, you know? But that's going to be it for this little one. This is just like a little introduction to the build, my first kind of like overhaul, you know? All in all, I think it's going to be really good. I'm really excited for it. I hear the dog. Are you excited for it? Are you excited for the van? Are you excited for the van? I think she's excited for the van. But like I was saying, that's it for this one. I will see you guys on the next one. If you'd enjoyed this episode 1, please go ahead and hit thumbs up. And if you think you're going to enjoy this little build series, please go ahead and hit subscribe. This is a brand new channel, so we need every subscriber we can get. Feel free to share it if you think your friends will think it's cool. But last but not least, please go out and have some adventures. I will see you on the next one. Peace.